everybody, welcome back to the underground lair. We have yet another Wolfgang, but this one's an American Wolfgang. Pretty guitar, made in the USA. I don't have any markings or serial numbers on this, but nonetheless very similar to the other one, but it has a bit more heft to it. Black binding with the 3-ply cream, matching the cream pickups. Let's take a look here. Okay, so first thing is we've got really sharp fret ends, so the neck's got to come off. But while I've got the original strings on it and it is strung up to pitch, let's take a look at, let's see here, pickups are all the way down. Man, those are like flesh-eating frets there. The relief is like almost nothing. That's a 10 thou is what it should be, but it's not like in that. That's like half of what it should be. String height. We want 4/64ths on the both E's. You cannot adjust the string height of the middle string. And we're measuring at 17th, and we are at 3/64ths. I'm just imagining that because there's no line there, but it's in between the 2 and the 4. Alright, so I think whenever we put some bow into the neck, I think that'll solve that problem. Let's go ahead and get our, let's see here, I'm going to guess that that's going to be a 7/64ths. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to loosen the truss rod. About 1/8 of a turn, and that means we have to tune it up again. Once again, I think we're going to leave that. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and release the strings up here. That's just going to come off because we're not going to deal with that until the very end of the setup. I'll put them in the order in which I take them off. Let's turn that around so that it's in the right order. I think we use the same, yeah, okay. Same ratio. All right, now I always take a piece of tape and stick it over the chiclets, because when you flip the guitar over like we're about to do to take the neck off, you don't want your chiclets to go flying and having to figure out where did my chiclets go, because they are different sizes and it's important that you get them back where they belong. Alright, so off with its head. Alright, so we're addressing the sharp fret ends, and I have a tool for that. Okay, so this is the way this works. It has the right angle for performing, getting the right angle on your fretboard for your frets. Now you'll see that when we drag it down here, you're going to hear a big crunchy sound. See all that fairy dust there? Okay, so you get the idea. I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing this and polish these up a bit, and we'll be back. Alright, so stainless steel frets do a job on your files, I'll tell you what. But they were a little bit cruddy, so we cleaned them off, gave them a bit of a polish with micro mesh. So the neck is done. The sharp fret ends are gone. Super nice. It's not going to rip your hands off. Cleaned the fingerboard and oiled it with some F1 oil. Cleaned the headstock. We tightened the bushings. Got everything at 1 and 7 and 11 and 5. And so we're going to go ahead and string this up. EVH brand strings, they are 946. I was doing some reading and they have the Goto tuners on here, EVH branded, and they have the upgraded Floyd Rose EVH trim with the much more lubricated bits and pieces, but we are going to probably raise this bridge some. Actually, I'm going to do that before I get a lot of tension on here. So let me see here. Yeah. Get our super lube. Put it over the shoulder. Pull it back just a little bit. And this stuff stays in place, and it will also penetrate. Do the same thing over here, making sure we don't lose our chiclets. It's great stuff. It's called Super Lube. You can buy it on Amazon, buy it in a case, because you will use it. So, where were we? We're putting the strings on. I know Steve Vai, his tech uses the ball ends and just sticks them in there. We're not going to do that. We're going to cut the ball ends off, as was the design. So, expose our chiclet area, put the string all the way down, get our 3 mil, make sure that you're centered, have it right down, and bend the string down over the, oh yeah, I'm sorry, we're going to raise this bridge a bit. Taking tension off of the post. Therefore letting tension go back on the post. Okay, so our first string is there. The bridge is all the way down to the, there we go. All right. Buddy was wondering why the bridge was leaning. It's, my microphone wire. It's because the bridge posts were cranked way down in there, and you don't need that, especially the way this guitar is designed. You want 4/64 of relief, or I'm sorry, 4/64 string height. You got to get the string to cooperate with you. You only need about 2 winds. So as you see, we make a Z with the string there, go in at the 1 o'clock position and come out at the 7 o'clock position. And then you crank your string down. You got about 2 wraps. I centered all these and took the E up a little bit. It's turned in about 2.5, maybe 3 turns. So I'm going to go ahead and, you get the idea. The treble side is just the opposite of what I just did, and you put maybe 3 more wraps on the treble side because there's nothing for it to grab a hold of. Even though it's a locking system, you still do that. Okay, so we're all strung up here. We're just going to go ahead and tune it up, pushing the red subscribe button. See, it really does make that sound. I need a pick. Here's a pick. All right. Wrong way, there we go. Anyhow, you see how far this is off with just two springs? We're gonna crank those in considerably. Let's take a peek. Okay, it comes back down to the where it should come. That's good. Actually, I'm not done yet. I just was checking the intonation, and the only string that's a little flat is the G. So we're going to go ahead and fix that right now because it can move ahead just a little bit. I'm going to try this one more time since I flipped it. Yep, you go there. All right. Okay, that's going to hold that in place. Loosen that up, and we're just going to allow that to go a little bit farther in. Okay. All right. That's out of the way. Let's see if we got what we wanted to get. Bingo bango. We're intonated. Just one was off. All right, cool beans. And come back and double check the intonation after everything's settled, check the relief, and then we have to tune in the D-tuna, that thing. Okay. Alright, so we're all strung up and the strings are all stretched in for the most part. Let's just take some measurements. So yeah, already, I'll check this here. 7th fret, 10th thou. And I could stand a little bit of a tighten there. So what was I using this one? Not much. Nope, the other way. There. Yeah, we nailed it there. Alright, so the string height should be around 4/64. Use the right side of the tool, goofball. Okay, yeah, we're exactly at 4/64, and we're exactly at 4/64. The bridge is flat with the body. Now we have to play with the D-tuna. So, how do we do the D-tuna? Pull out the D-tuna. It should be a D. Right there. Okay, it's D. Now, slide in the D-tuna. And it's flat. So what we do is we take our little, which one was it? A little grub screw. And you turn it clockwise. Look at that screw handle on here. Okay, turn it clockwise. Until it's neat. You still got to turn it clockwise. Too much. The intonation's on. Pull it out. It should be a D. It's not. It's a balancing act. You go back and forth. Alright. Let's yank it out. Try it again. Okay, it's a D. Slide it back in. It's an E. D-tuna's done. Intonation's good. Actually, we weren't quite right. Yeah, that's good. Intonation's on. Engage noise maker subscribe button. There we go. Alright. Let's see how much better this sounds than the Made in Mexico version sounds. That sounds wrong. Okay, looks like we got to flip the switch around there. Okay, boys and girls, I called Buddy up and evidently that's the way he wants it, so we're going to leave that switch the way it is. It's really, really clean version. He said this is an older one, and it's like it was never played. Take the tape off of the Velcro so it doesn't pull up my carpet. So what do? We polished the frets. Even though they're stainless steel, they had some kind of machine marks or something. I had to go through all my grids to get it, but there's no string buzz. We got 4/64ths, that's 17th fret. We got 10 thousandths of relief at the 7th. We're intonated. The D-tuna works. Everything's, and see, I finally took the dangly strings off because I'm done. I want to thank you for joining us down here in the underground lair as we brought this EVH made in the USA up to par. And by the way, if you're in the Pittsburgh area and you would like your guitar brought up to par, simply send me an instant message on the Facebooks. Website soon come. And if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I certainly would appreciate that. Take care of the old folks because they're special. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Peace. You have yourself a good night.